Welcome back, guys, again. I got the garage door open, so you're going to hear a lot more traffic. Like I said, this road never, ever stops. But anyway, I'm still working on the car. I've been doing a lot of projects to the house. Got to get new flooring in the house, so told you. But been working on my truck also. So I took a break from this for a little bit, but I'm getting back on it, and he did buy some parts. Now he's got more, but this is he didn't want to run the 6A in, but it did come with the fuel pump that he ordered. So he's got the MSD 6AL box, ignition box for it. I had one of these on my car before I went to fuel injection. Never had a problem out of it. Like them. He's got plug wires, JEG plug wires, but I think as long as, I don't know, I'm still throwing this one up. He's got Taylors on it right now, and I do like the Taylor wires. I still run those on my car. So I'm hoping to ohm these out and see what kind of ohms they are. They're 8mm, the same as what he bought. So I might clean those up and use those. Like I said, the motor only has 200 miles on them, so they're not like it's burned up or anything like that. And he's got, but he's got the new regulator, new Holley fuel pump down in there. You can see it down in there. He's got that. He did bring over the third member. He did not go aluminum. I got that down there. Get that all cleaned up. It's got a little dust on it. But those are 411 gears. We did put it in there and make sure everything will fit, and it does. So I got the rear end cleaned up. I don't know if I took any pictures of that or videos of that yet, but got it all clean and primer. Got all the rust off of it. Looks good. We'll paint it black. He did get the nuts ordered for it, so we'll get that taken care of. Yeah. So what I'm doing here is I pulled the radiator out. It's a 4-core radiator, which is really big, but it's sitting over there with all my other junk over there. This is what I'm always talking about on this car. I cannot believe it. I did put a breaker bar on this just in case it was a little bit tight, hard to turn, but you know, your temp sensor. And look at this. I mean, I just put a breaker bar and it barely turned. I mean, everything on here, look at this. Look at this. 2-finger action. Look at that. I mean, nothing is a struggle on this car. I mean, you figured sitting all that time it'd be a hassle for everything, but it's not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad it's not like that. But wow, that is something else. I think he's got a new one of these in the box. I think that's what this box is. I'm not 100% sure. I thought it was, but I guess I'm wrong. But anyway, I know he's. But I'll tell him to get one. Tell him to get one of those. So, and I did sit down in here and started to unbolt things. I'm gonna get this fan off. I think I think we're gonna change that water pump. I'm not trusting it for him. I think we're gonna just get rid of it and get another one. Another thing is, he said he ran the car, you know, back then in harmonic balancer bolt, and when I came over the first time to look at the car, I said, man, let me go ahead and turn this over. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to get down there. Yeah. He doesn't have one. I hope the threads in there are okay. He just ran the 3 bolts. Didn't have one in there. So I was like, well, need to get one of those. So this bolt back here is, I don't know, it's all funky. I don't know what they done back here. I don't even know. Looks like it's welded onto that other plug. I don't know. That's gonna be something. I have to get that off. He does have a shim in there, a spacer rather. Space out that alternator. Yeah, I mean, he did have a hole here that your heater box goes into right here. So he took that off a long time ago. So I just went ahead and cut him a plate out, and then screwed it on the firewall. He says it looks better than the hole. So he didn't want me to do anything else to it because he wants to keep it original as possible, but cover up the hole. So other than taking some metal and welding it in there, he didn't want to do that. So that's easy. So you can pop that off and then run your heater box and be done with it. So he does have, he's got all the, let me think here. He's got the starter for it already over at his house. He's got 8 AN fuel lines for it, the fuel filter. He's got all that over at his house. He did order the axles. The axles were not correct on back here. His 3rd member unit, 31 spline. He had 28 spline axles, so he did order those. He's got those coming, and those are going to be in here so we can get this taken care of. So once everything comes in, we'll clean that out a little bit better. We're going to put that in, the 3rd member in, put his axles in, get all that taken care of. Then I'm going to install it, just one whole unit. So jack it up in there, and I need to clean off the rust. He used this Loctite, I think it says. Yeah, that Loctite remover, rust remover. And man, I'm telling you, I mean, look. That's what his bars look like right here, this rust. And then we use that on there, and look at there. So if we use even more, we could probably get all that out. But look at there. So I'm gonna have him come over, and that's what we're gonna do. Take it all the way down with that stuff there. I told him I didn't want to use sandpaper. I was afraid to put scratch marks all through it and make it look like crap. So that's what we're gonna do. This here, this metal back here, I forgot. He's taking it to a fabricator. I don't know if anybody's from Indiana, but it's called 2-Lane Highway, or 2-Lane. And the name of the shop, and plus Bill, he owns Automotion also. So, and he does all this. So I forgot all about it. He's gonna take it back over to Bill. Bill probably, it's only tack welded in on the sides. I think Bill will take that back off because that's metal. I think he'll rip all that out. I don't even know if we need to clean that. I think he'll rip that out, and then he's gonna put aluminum in there. So, and then he's gonna put the tubs in there. He's gonna put the wheel tubs in there. The shocks back there, as you can see them dangle or down. They need to know the ride height of the car. So I think what we're going to do is put those back together. Once I get the rear end in, we'll put the tires back on, get the car to the ride height, and measure it, and then go back over and tell them what we need. So that's the update on the shocks also. I haven't done anything on the inside. He's got the wiring over there at his house. He needs to bring me some more stuff. Especially when that axle goes in. When the axle goes in, when that axle goes in, or the rear end goes in, then everything, I'm going to take off on it after that, because I'm going to get the fuel pump mounted, the fuel lines, get those ran up. I do have the regulator mounted up on the wall, as you've seen, the firewall. I know, I believe when you do race it, you can't have your regulator up on the firewall. He's not racing it. It's all just street. So that's where we're going to put it. He's going to put his coil on there too. And then we got a hole right here. And that's where I'm going to run all my MSD wires through. I'm just going to put them right straight through there. So I don't have to drill another hole, because I'm going to mount the box on the inside, keep it away from the heat. So yeah, that's the update. Let me get all this, I'm going to get that back off. The hose, I got the bottom hose out there. Do it out there in the yard. Right there. We're not going to run that crap. That shit was good back in the 80s, but not now. He's got new radiator hoses ordered for, or got them at his house actually, I think. I don't know if we're going to run the clutch fan or not. That thing does look brand new. I don't know if he wants to run an electric fan. That's up to him. So yeah, he doesn't even have to run that. He's got a temp gauge right here. I didn't even see that. Right here on the side of the block. I didn't even see that. So yeah, I didn't even see that. So that one can be plugged. We'll just run it off. We'll run that one. And we'll plug that. Because I know he had the carburetor spring hooked to it. Going over and hooked to it. Alright, let's see what he wants to do on that one. Like I said, I was on vacation last week and I had a lot of house stuff to do, get caught up on, get the house done. I had to work on my truck. I had some parts for it and got all those mounted in on my truck. So yeah, so keep going, keep liking and subscribing. I did get a few more subscribers. I do appreciate it, really do. Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna film any of this or record any of this actually, but I have to. Got the fan off here. Yep. Water pump is locked up. So yep. It won't budge. So I don't know. Okay. Okay. Alternator spins. Water pump is locked up. I'm glad I was going to replace that anyway. But anyway, oh, I took the thermostat housing off. This thing was packed full. I mean, it was about, I'll show a picture too, but picture in here about that tall, stacked in there. Nothing, thank God nothing's down in the intake though. I dropped those other two down in there. I'll get those out, but so yeah. Whew. Let me get this off. Like I said, I don't know about this sucker. Looks like it's, I don't know. Figure it out. Let me get this off, guys. And look at this. Look, the belt is still stuck in the same pattern. Been on there too damn long. It's stuck in that shit, in that pattern, that shape. God dang it. Set that there. I did take the clutch fan off. I did get the water pump off. I did put the bolt down there. The threads are perfect. I'm gonna tighten that in there. Get that taken care of. I gotta get that gunk out of there. Yeah. I have to get that out. I have to run a water hose through that. The water pump's right here, you know. And it's aluminum. It's an aluminum water pump. It's an Edelbrock aluminum. And too bad it's locked up. I know you can take the bolts out of here and rebuild it. I don't think he'll want to do that. I might try though. He won't want it. I might just take these out and buy something kit for it and see if I can unfree it. See what he wants to do. Yeah, it's coming along. All that rim up here. That's the thing about these Monte Carlos. Once you take that shroud out, I mean, you can stand down in there. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It's so weird that you got that much room from the balancer all the way to the nose. And the motor's way back here. Yeah. Oh, that bolt had on that alternator some weird little bracket type deal. I don't know. Normally the bracket comes this oh, they cut it. They cut it off right there, and then drilled another hole down through here, because normally this extends out a little bit more, and it's got the bolt hole way out here, and it mounts to the thermostat housing. Yeah, imagine he'll, maybe we can find a better one than that. See what we can find. So, yeah, the alternator just stuck down there. Yeah, I'll start recording some of this, what I take off, because I still see it's kind of interesting to do as I watch other videos. So yeah, I'll start doing it, guys. Like I said, this is my first time doing this YouTube. So, all right, welcome back. I got a little bit more tore down on this motor. I did run some numbers on it. Flip it back down on the back end of the block. I know you guys can't see, but back down there, it's got is it 3970010 casting number. So it's saying 69 to 80. It could be a 302 or a 350. So I'm not really good running those numbers at all. So and then on the other side here, on the heads, this casting number inside down here. So it's S991492. And like I told you, he was running the roller rockers on here. I don't know what brand they are. They really don't say on them, no stamping on them or anything like that, so I don't know. But they are angled plug heads. So it's saying Corvette heads, and I think it's 60 something cc, so somewhere right around there. I know my double humps on my 350 had 67 cc. So anyway, I got that done. Oh yeah, and he had a Unilite distributor. I pulled that sucker out, and there it is down there. So I got the Unilite out because, like I said, he's got the MSD distributor in here. So he's coming over tomorrow and he's gonna get a bunch of parts. He's gonna bring a bunch of parts over with. So I'll do a little bit more recording on that. I just want to let you go over or show you guys the casting on everything. Oh yeah, another thing, I did get that starter to work. I did buy another one, but me tinkering around with it and beating on it a little bit, I did get it to spin. I do have the battery in. I got it over. What I did is I cranked it over, got it on top dead center, and compression stroke, and then set it to top dead center on that. So pulled the distributor, stuck my little screwdriver in to make sure piston was already all the way up, and it was, so I'm good with all that. So turn my light off, and yeah, so like I said, motor work, I'm never too worried about it. I fly through that, but it's the wiring that's going to get me. So it's the wiring that's going to get me. That's going to be a nightmare, tracing everything down. He's got a book. He got a Chilton book, so go through it and see what's going on. So I'm just trying to clip like all these videos together so you'll see it going from one thing to the next. I'm just trying to get them all bunched up. So, but he did say he's going to run that clutch fan over there too, so he's going to run that. Oh yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, the water pump. I've been tinkering with that sucker too. Look at that. We'll get it all cleaned up, but the good thing about it is got that sucker to turn. So he's gonna reuse that. I got the fuel pump soaking, and what it is these little veins are supposed to slide in and out as when it turns around, because you can see it deeper on one side and thin on the other. So as this thing spins, these are supposed to go in and out of this orifice that they're in, if I'm saying it correctly. But yeah, so that's supposed to push in all the way into here. So like I said, as it spins, those things go in and out, in and out. And these things are, some of them are out, some are in. Like that one's in, this is out, that's out, and that one's in, but they're stuck. So I'm trying to soak it and get those suckers to free up, and it's not working, but that's what's wrong with this pump. He ordered another one, but I'm trying to, I'd like to have a spare one, but I'm trying. So I got the part. So garage door open, bunch of hot rods coming by. Oh boy. Anyway, all right, I'll splice this one together with the rest of my little recordings.